that the fact that Schabir Shaik had been found guilty does not automatically prove the guilt of President Zuma. Secondly, to say that there's been a long period that expired during which President Zuma used his legal rights, like every citizen in this country is entitled to do, and then to claim that he's therefore trying to avoid his day in court is entirely wrong. All of us, including me, including you, in whichever country you are, will use all the legal avenues available to you to defend yourself. And in South Africa, because of the struggle that we fought for a constitutional democracy, those rights exist.
You know, Carl and I don't agree on a great many things, but there are two things that he said that I absolutely agree with. The first is that Schabir Shaik's conviction doesn't automatically mean Jacob Zuma is guilty, as he pointed out. However, the fact that Shaik was convicted does suggest that there is prima facie evidence of corruption against Jacob Zuma, which is why this case has been brought. The second thing is, I agree entirely with Carl that there should be no selectivity in who faces prosecution and who doesn't. I have spent over 20 years writing about, investigating South Africa's and many other global arms deals, because we must remember that the arms industry accounts for 40% of all corruption in all global trade, and I'll come back to that in a moment. And there are many others in South Africa who received far more money than Jacob Zuma from bidders in South Africa's arms deal. And like Carl, I have spent, it's actually over 20 years now, fighting for all of them to face prosecution. The good news on that front is that since South Africa changed its laws of prescription so that there is no time limit on cases of corruption, it is my understanding that there are investigations that have been resumed into a number of other companies and individuals involved in the South African arms deal. And I agree entirely, you know, justice around corruption is not something that should be meted out on the basis of a factional war within a dominant political party. You are either corrupt or you are not.